Hey guys, and welcome back to another video, and today with the Beelink GT King, which is the first Android TV box available on the market right now, and I will leave a link down below so that you can check it out, with the latest and greatest SoC available from Amlogic, and we are talking about the Amlogic S922X, which is the top of the line. Now on this first video, what we will do is a first approach on the tests that I have already made, and then in a couple of days I will be back as usual to share all my feedback and all the tests that I made, including multimedia and so on and so forth. But let's start with the design and build quality. First of all, it reminds me the Beelink GT1 in terms of the overall design. Of course, it has a different thing right over here. It's a skull. It reminds me, or I believe that they tried to get that feeling from the Intel 8 Scania NUC. So I believe that some people will enjoy it, some people won't. But in terms of build quality, nice plastic, so I've got no complaints at all. Connectivity, we have two USB 3.0, one micro SD card slot, and then at the back we will have an AV output, optical out, gigabit Ethernet, HDMI, USB 2.0, and a power input jack. In terms of hardware, it has the Amlogic S922X, as we said, 4GB of RAM, and then 64GB of flash storage with Android 9. Now, starting with some benchmarks, I did test it out, and as you guys can see, in terms of the flash storage is actually quite fast. If we take a look, we will have about 132 megabytes per second on reads and 118 megabytes per second on writes. And one thing that I would like to share is that we actually notice, like we do on other fast storage machines, when we open an app and close and multitasking and so on and so forth. So here, no complaints at all. In terms of network over Wi-Fi, we will get roughly 230-250 megabits per second on download and 200 megabits per second on upload, and then on the Ethernet connection, roughly between 500 and 600 megabits per second on download. The maximum here is a gigabit, so 1000. I was not able to reach the maximum right over here, and then 200 on upload. Now, when we move to the Geekbench result, I would like to compare with other two results right over here, one of which is the Rockship, which is one of the competitions from the Amlogic SoCs, and the Rockship 3399 has now at this moment a lower value than the Amlogic S922X, which is great to see. Let's see what Rockship brings into the market later on, but at this moment the Amlogic S922X is beating that result. Now, if we compare it with the NVIDIA Shield TV, which has the Tegra X1 SoC, that machine, which is older, is still beating every single Android TV box in the market. And as you guys can see, the single core score is not too far away, but the multi-core score is a bit different right over there. So we are talking about a performance boost. Now, of course, if you are looking for Android TV OS, that's the solution. If you are looking for a pure Android TV box, then this might be a solution. Also, in terms of Antutu, I'm really happy to start seeing bigger values. As you can see, the GT King was able to reach the 100,000 mark, which is great. So hopefully in the future they're more powerful so that we can take advantage of all the capacity of these great devices. Now, two things that I already tested. In terms of Netflix, at this moment I was not able to put it to work. I did try the two apps available. The mobile app did not work, and then the Android TV OS app did not work as well. So I'm not really sure if there will be a fix, if there will be anything. It has wide one level 1 in terms of DRM, but Netflix doesn't work. One other thing that I did test out were a few games, heavy games like Lineage 2, PUBG, and so on and so forth, and so far the box is behaving really well, which is to be expected. A few drop frames here and there, but nothing that I could honestly complain. So we have here a really interesting machine, a really interesting SoC, which will be able to deliver a lot. Now, one more thing that I need is a bit more time to keep on testing it and pushing it up to the maximum. And in a couple of days, I'll be here to wrap up in terms of Kodi, Plex, MB, and so on and so forth, to see how this machine behaves. But in my opinion, in terms of multimedia playback, I don't see it having any issues at all, at least at this moment. Guys, hopefully this video was helpful in some way, and if it was, don't forget that usual thumbs up. My name is Roberto, and as always, I'll see you guys on the next one.